Not sure if I'm allowed to make a video about this, but you do see that there's a, you see that MW right there, or H and I, 3 and E. See what happens to the 3 and E? Does it look like a racetrack? Does it look like a racetrack, or does it look more like this? This over here, okay, is the touchdown. This over here is the touchdown. It's inside the medallion. You're actually the left side, and then we add on the right side. If you get into here for the 6 points, you only got into the zone. You see, you meet up with the corridors in the end zone. This is where we would put this right over here. Let me explain it. Okay, so this is that EB Games or something that's coming up. And when you take a look over here, this would be the playing field, and this would be the stadium. This would be the sidelines, okay? If you were playing hockey, you may play it in between here. If you were playing baseball, you would play it from one of the corners, okay? In fact, it wouldn't be designed this way, okay? But this is the chalice part. See the pill that's in here? So when you say we start, okay, at center field, because they own the medallion at center field, whereas they take away from your side, they take away from this side 15 and 15. The letter O. The letter O is the first CC. CC back to back creates the letter O. The next back to back in the letter O is the letter M. In the beginning of Moses, we have M and M coming together. Here's the W. I did not put the M. Here's the M. The M has a single V in it. So this is not CC. CC begins at W, CC, the two C's, the way they create the E, they do not create the F that way. The end has one bent end, one straight leg. The D and the B, they have it on the G, but the G is a lower leg that goes below. But this is a left angle or a right angle. See, the right angle with the G is also in the N. G and N have a right angle to it. The X is a CC. So you have some or Chicago White Sox. This is what it tells me. CC, 6. Every time you see a C, 6, 9, 54. 6 and 9 again. 9, 1 times 5, 1 plus 5, 5, 6, 11, which is the same thing as 1 and 2, because after 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 2 is 6, because it's on the other side. Forget about 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 4. 6, 7, 8, 9 is 4, or 5, 6, 7, 8 is 4. It's one or the other. 5 is automatically, the minute you hit 5, okay, once you hit 5, 5 is E. 5 ignites all the E's. EF is the first secondary where the E is before the F. This is the number to the sun. This is the equality of life. This is the number to love. And inside of this 5 by 4, 5 plus 4 creates the 20th letter and the 9th letter equaling to IT. 5 and 4 equals to the sun. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4. From number 1 and from number 4 and 5. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 4 and 5. Now we play 1 and 5. First it equals to 5 and 4, 9. Then 1 and 5 equals to 11. And 1, 4, 1, 5, the first numbers in pi all equal to 9, 11. They then create plus 6 because all zeros. 2 zeros means H2O means 2 worlds, 2 bodies. 15 and 15, the letter O. O and O, 2 rings come together. You need 2 rings to come together because 1 ring holds your side. You need the ring for the other side, then you pull the curtain over everything. You need the 2 rings, creating 29 and 6, 35 electric company, 15 and 8 in pull, creates 11 and 9, 19. Artificial intelligence, 1 and 9. Not only is it 1 and 9, but in the cards when you play blackjack, okay, every 10 section is now recorded as a value. Every picture card is now recorded as 10 instead of the value height picture. 10, Jack, Queen, King are all the same. So which one goes with the 10? Well, A and I goes with the 10. 10, Jack, Queen, King equals to 36. Equals also to 45, part of creation. 36, 6 by 3, 6 plus 3 will then equal 27 and 9. 9, 27, 36 is the total of 7 and 2. 7 and 2, 9. 7 and 2 will create number 23. So in blackjack, so that's what happens there. Another thing, depending what world, 1 and 6 will create 7. 2 and 5 will create 7. 3 and 4 will create 7. 1 and 6 is 7. Through 6 you create 7, and the value of 1 in new numbers is 7. 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, all become from this. This one before it in numbers, Mercury in Saturn. This one in the 10-10 world connecting together, 9, okay, which in Roman numerals, the 1 is looking like an I letter or looking like an L letter. The L letter is 12. 3 is in almost everything in creation. 9 and 3 is 12, so L and I sort of go together and they look the same. And it's EL, which is in the E family, just like EF. EL says 17 and 7. So it is part of the gateway, and 1 and 2 must go with something else because 1 goes between 2, creating 3, then 3 plays where? 3 is nothing unless it plays somewhere in 4. 4, 5, and 2. The numerological here is 5 and 8 and 6. 8 and 6, 5 and 9, 5 and 9. 9 equals 42, 5 equals 42 equals 84, which stands for the planets, if you go by planets, of Neptune and Mars. But 84 is the numerological count for Pluto. So it seems like we have an all-in-one, which 1 and 2 are playing inside of Saturn. The 1 Mercury and the 2 Venus both have no moons. They pick up a moon inside of Earth. If I look at this, what we're doing right now, right? Saturn has an Earth-like life. All the planets are the faculty that there are no planets. It's only what we said. In reality, Saturn maybe doesn't exist other than a film or a skin in a giant bubble over something even greater than itself, giving each part a different studio like Hollywood. Maybe there's only one planet, and the planet is Jupiter. And Jupiter distributes everything from the universe. And within the universe comes the planets, the constellations, and everything up, blow it up like a balloon, put it in position, and voila! Existence of eternal energy and life in a system that is transmitted through a sex hormone into a recipient hormone in which can be the receiver of the knowledge of life. A star system built for both sexes to receive in the six-pack. That's right, in your stomach lies the snake of the six-pack that holds everything up. It's a gem, it's an orchestra. It's an orgasm moving to the vibration. You don't want to go too slow, but if you go too fast, you burn. But you come back again, because that's what we're made of. Come back. We don't notice it. The mind goes away, we feel better, and all of a sudden we're doing the same thing again. So what we have over here is 1 and 6 is 7, 1 and 9 is 10. Now we do not get 1 and 12. 1 and 12 is 1 dice. It doesn't happen. There is no opposite of 1 and 12 because I must play this in the reality of games people play. And some of the games I mix is craps or Monopoly. Like I can't get 3 double numbers in a row. I can get 1, 6, and 3 different turns, but I can't roll doubles 3 times in a row, otherwise I go to jail. Almost like go to jail, go to jails. Go to jails. Which way do you want to go? There's 2 jails. Which way do you want to go? Well, there's 2 alleys, or there's 2 artificial intelligence. A-I-L. L is E and L. And now I can make a whole game just because of the letter. And whether you're French or English, or if you speak Hispanic, because teach me a little Hispanic, I'll make so many mistakes it'll seem like I'm telling you exactly how it works in my own reality because I hear your vibration. But maybe that's what I'm supposed to hear. Maybe it's just another piece of the eternal puzzle, because the puzzle only works with the absolute present thought. That's eternal. To keep thinking, it's just eternal. Don't stop thinking. No, I don't want to stop thinking. I'm afraid if I stop thinking, everything will end, because it's not. No, eternal is to not let the thought stop and to teach oneself that you're... is everything all right? Yes, I'm thinking.
You know when I think, it's a great thing, you know? So when I think, if I say I'm thinking, just say, just be happy that I'm thinking because it feels good to think. If I tell you I'm a little lost, I'm having trouble thinking, um, maybe start to worry, but I'm always having trouble thinking. That's why I'm always thinking. But it's not trouble to try to think, because I'm not trying, I'm doing. So back with these numbers again, I have to bring all the worlds, the one world, the two world, the 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you pass 6, you got 2 dice. Now the question is, once you needed to pass 6, which in all reality, once you pass 3, you're in the new world. Because a cube has got 3 opposite sides. So if I'm looking actually this way through this, there's only 2 left. It's up and down or left and right. I'm looking at you. I see number 6 on this side, you see number 1. Coming from up to down is 3, going out through 4, and going from east to west is 2 and 5. What is it? Is it the wind? Is it the sun? Is it me standing up? What is spinning around? Because no matter what spins around, it spins around what's up and down. What's east and west is what it turns around. It turns from east to west or west to east. Or is it going through west into east? Or this is one turn and one down. The whole actual thing to this dice is 2. And then the left side or the right side move the center of everything. But either you're going left or right. You could be going up and down jumping, but you're moving somewhere. Otherwise, you're just going up and down the center of the cube. Fee, fi, fo, fum. You think he's saying this for a reality? Who is this of the English one, putting English and French together? Again, I use English and French because I am from here. 3 and 7, 56, 65, 121, 11 times 11, Nibiru. 2 and 8, 107, 49, 7 by 7. This equals to the angels. Which angels am I talking about? A, J, S. Those angels. A, J, and S. Where does that come from? 1. The next number is 10. The next number is 19 and 28. It brings on the cycle of the moon of creation. 30 plus 28. Where do I get this? Off the roulette wheel. I add up all the positions in the 2 position. 2 and 9 is 11. Excuse me, this is in the 1 position. In the 2 position, his number is 62, but in the 1 position, it's 58. In the 8th position, it's 86. 86 position, this is 4 lives inside 86. 86 plays the 7th gate. So if you rule the 7th gate by 1, 6, because it's all included in 1, 6. 6 equals 52, 1 equals 34, 1 and 6 is what brings it in. 4, 5, 6, and 6 is 12, equals 3. Ace creation. Why do I say this? Because 1, 3, 5 says ACE. 2 and 4 says the bad ace or the badass. Okay, now I don't know if that's good or bad. Then the other one is, I'm just going over this quick, is 6 and 7 is 13, and I've done this before. And 5 and 8 is 13, and 9 and 4 is 13. The reversal on the face of 9 and 4 is actually 4 and 3, 7 and 13. 2, 5, and 8 create their own 7, 10, and 13. 9 and 4, 102. Now we have to get 4 and 3. 4 and 3, 116. 116 and 102 is 218. 2 worlds of 18, 3 and 4, 9 and 4. 9 and 4 the representation of Uranus. 9 by 4 is 36, creation of the circle. 102 is blackjack. We're all 10s. We're all 10. All picture cards have the same value, meaning they're one unity. This would get to be 122, which is 1/3 of 366, or 636, creation of 2 and 7. 6 times 3, 6 plus 3 is 9 and 18 equals 27. Number 27 is what is created between 1 and 8, A and H, which is actually in piano 1 and 1. Because piano, the 8th section, the 8th part, is an A again. So H is A. So the first time A really exists is when you accumulate all the numbers to create to go to A, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I guess 6, 7, 8, 9, because 9 is inside of 8. 9 is lost in 8, and 6 is lost in 8, and 5 is lost in 8.
Now we're going to draw 6. Now we're going to draw 9, Now we're going to draw 5. The only thing we're missing in this is 7. So the only thing I'm going to do with this in order to create 7 would be this. And the other thing I would do to create 7 would be this. And then I would have to create the same thing down here, because don't forget, everything has to be mirrored. If you're doing it up there, you have to come down and do the same thing down here. So now here's your 7s, and everything starts to come together just about. It's a capsule, different levels. We walk and we live from east to west, and it's on a big boat and we're rocking. If I would take this, if I would take the letter E and play the letter E in the C, I want to show you what I can do. So watch this. Now everybody sees the letter E. Is that correct? Does everybody see the letter E? Which the reality is, it's an I with a crossing. If there was a circle over here, I need to connect the top and the bottom. The center, okay, would be a link, a ball, a crossing. Now this actually bends like this, and it's actually like this. What if the E with the ribs? What if it was EE and there were 6 ribs? 6 ribs. Connect these together right over here in the stomach. What if it was like a V? The V was a part of the E. And the reality of this over here existing is because a plate, how can I design this? A plate comes right here. A plate comes right over here showing that my E, I need that E. Because look, it's holding apart the center. There's 2 sides to everything. I'm showing dimension. Showing dimension. So we went over and we looked at all these values. 1 equals 7, 2 equals 4. 7 and 4 is the center of the area of 5. 5, 5, 5, which is the B queen. B and O. 5, 5, 5. The queen has to get 5, 5, 5. 5, 2, 7. 5, 8, 13. 5, 5, 10. She gets everything inside 5, but she can only go from 5 to 10 to 15 to 10. 5 to 10 to 15 to 10, because she's always 5. She takes up 5. So she needs to take up her 5 to go through 10 to get over her own 5, making 20. 4 equals to 60 equals 66 on the clock. 5 equals to 42, 6 equals to 52, 7 equals to 65, 6, 7. 5 and 6 equals 6 and 7. 1 and 2 equals 7 and 4. 3 equals 56, 2. 3 equals 2, the number to Venus. 7 equals 2. 7 equals 2. 3 equals 2. They make 11, 11. 8 equals 49. 9 and 4 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 2 equals 5 and 8. 2 and 8 go together into the 10 world, and they both fit inside perfect connections to other connections. This one fits on the roulette wheel where all ones come together. And this one fits by the 7th gate. This one fits over to 167. Where is it again? 52 and 65. 117. 117, which is 117, which is 39 times 3, which is talking about the sky minus alpha beta, minus the creation in the sky, which is whatever the element is for communication inside the organ to bring the human down here, or the communication, a transport inside the body. 20 and 10. 20 is T, this is J. This creates 42 between them. T letter, O letter, and J letter. 1, 2, 2.5 times the number, because they both end and carry the circle. So does the 4. Every time you see the circle, I used to say carry 6, but I'm going to use a format to adjust to that. Every time you see the circle, it values to 15. So automatically count 1 to 15 equals to 120. 120 is 1 part of 360. You need 6 circles, 6 circles, 6 circles to equal to 1/2. 1/2 of the reflection is a total of the totality of 360 degrees of itself.
Man only sees from his face. If he went all the way around, he'd have no back. So does he have a back or no face? Is the back on the inside, around the circle of the spinal cord of a shaft? So we had 117 I was talking over here. It's also the game of craps with the seventh gate. And in this game of craps with the seventh gate, where 2 and 3 or 11, 7 and 12 will result in a payout, an instant payout, and all the other ones will call it the point. A statement is made. 5 and 8 equals 91, the spirit. The spirit within the seventh gate, 7 by 6, 7 by 7. The spirit of 67 is 5 and 8. 5 and 8 is a silver spirit. I call this the speed of matrix, because that's the numbers it calculates to. And 91 is 13 by 7. And 91 times 4 suits, or the full deck, is 364, missing 1.25 days, the end of the link. This one is 162. This one is 162. The 6 take away and put it at 0 becomes 120 or 210, which equals up to 330 or 336 creation. And the question to this is because we have to use these numbers in 3 realities. This will be 612. This you can also use at time, 120 during the day, 120 a.m. to 10 a.m. 120, 130 minutes becomes 136. 136 equals to a touchdown, equals to the Mayan 6 days, 1 day, and 3 days of awakeness and a sleepness of 16 hours awake and 8 hours of sleep, in which 1 to 20 added up. When you get to number 18, it equals to 171, 19, 190, and 20 equals 210. All zeros equals 6. 216 hours. 9 times 24 hours is 216 hours of a 10-day period of a 1-part cycle of 18 of 36 parts inside a 360-degree year, which includes 18 months, a total of 36 weeks of 10 days, equaling to 360. This is the dartboard. Divided by 3.75. Equals to 56 parts in a day. 56 parts in a day. 3.75 times 56 equals 210. In order to create that, it's 210. That will equal to the darts, or the total round to get back to the numbers, 56. Alpha, beta, 56, 1 and 2, and 56 creates 77. All you're missing is 1 and 2 again. That's why 120. 40 times 3 is 120. Take away 1 and 2 is 117. Where do you get the 39 from? 39. 10 plus 11 plus 12 equals to 33. The 10 has a 0 on it. It's not here. The 10 has a 0 on it. 10 and 11 and 12 equals 33. The 0 on the 10 equals 6, equals to your 39. Instead of going 10, Jack, Queen, okay, you can do it that way, or you can go Jack, Queen, King. In blackjack, they're all 10, 10, 10. But in poker, it's 10, 11, and 12, value of the height of the card. So these are the numbers in blackjack. And remember, in blackjack, the ace is 11, and only one ace will be valued at 11. So if you have 4 aces in blackjack, you have a total of 13. If you have all the aces in blackjack, you get 11, 12, 13, 14. You can have 2 aces together is 12, and these two, okay, this first ace will be all alone. The first ace is all alone. It's 11. So no matter what you do, if you start at 20 and you get an ace and you're in pi, it becomes 3.1. The 11 is all alone. Then this ace becomes 11 and 1, 11 and 2, 11 and 3. Now if you get a 9, 11 and 3 is 14 and 9 is 23. This one will now all become 1. Now all your aces are 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And you got 4. The 5th card is a 9. You got 13. The next one is an 8. So you have no aces but 2 moons. So let's say you get 2 pair. Well, hold on a second. I'm French. I have 1 pair. But it's better if you have 2 pair. Deux paires, that means fathers, 2 fathers. Or in cards it says I have 2 sets. Or two pairs. Well, I have a pair, 1 pair, or I have 2 pairs. Where was I going with this? Yeah, there were so many things for the numbers. So yes, so in blackjack, if you have an ace, an ace, an ace, and an ace, and then you get a 6, that would keep this ace at 11, with this 6 equaling to 17. Excuse me, you have an ace, and 1, 1, 1, and then you get a 7. So the ace and the 7 come together. Ace and 7, 17. Okay, the gateway with the spirit. And then you get 3 aces in between. 17, 17, 18. Becomes 18. So then you have the letter R. 17, the 7 comes the gateway with the ace 11. 7, 11 craps inside blackjack, making 18. You have the other 3 aces. Okay, you have creation of the red planet. That's Nibiru comes in again. 3 and 11, 3 and 11, 3 and 11. Red, 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 red. What do we have to take out of color before a color is not itself anymore? So if we have in blackjack an ace and a 4 and a 6, so that's 10. So what do we get? We get 11, which connects 2 sides of the board, 6 and 4. 11 goes around. The ace goes around. So instead of it going around the 11, it stays in the center, and it divides. And the board goes like this. One way it's a W, the other way it's an M. Anyways, there was one other thing I saw in here. Satan, 19, 1 and 9 equals 19. It says 10. 19 says 10. And in French, they say 10, 9. 10, 9 in French is 39 and 42, equaling to Venus. Satan in the word and in the numerological value says Venus. Why? 19, which is 1 and 9. 1 equals to 34. 9 equals to 42 equals to 76. 19. Then 19, the letter S. 19 and 10. ST, Saint, Satan. 1, 9, 19. 29. I don't know if I want to do this, but I'll do it with 10. 39 and 29 is 68. Satan seems to be the last 24 hours on the 7th day, because that's what it adds up to. I keep getting 168, 168, and the 7th gate is 768, 72 of the split world, 72 is 68, because 9 times 8 is 72, creation of the time of 5. See, this looks like a boat from the top to the bottom of the boat. So Satan seems to be the addition that put on that last day. Nibiru or ne means birth or to be born. Nostrils means of the nose. Eunuch, Quebec, eunuch, crossover. Soutien technique, Satan. Soutien technique is that person you call up, the operator. Can you help me, please? I'm having a problem. Satan. Soutien technique, the helper, the one who comes to help, or whichever way you want to look at it. 9 and 10 says 81 Venus. 8 and 9 says 91 the spirit. 7 and 8 say 114 Abraham. 6 and 7 say the gateway of craps. 5 and 6 say Uranus. 6 and 4 east-west, talking about 4 moons, 112 days, or the queen. 3 equals to the same thing as 7. How do we create this? 1 times 5, 1 plus 5, or 2 times 3, 2 plus 3. Everything in numbers has to create, and then what comes from creation? T-H-R-E-E. Then add 6 equals 62. The 3 enters in saying queen. Queen of Z. The other thing I found is WZ. WZ. Let me say this. I have to do this. This one part. I'm not sure if I did in the other video. I took all the letters, okay, black, red, orange, yellow, and I went into pool, and I went 1 and 9 comes together, 5 and 13 comes together, 3 and 11, because the ace, the 5, and the 3 are all parts. This is both an ace. They both have a spot in the center of a card. They create the J. This one creates R and A, 18. This one also creates ACE, ace. This is the word for the sun. This ball over here, it is orange. It is made up by the yellow and the red, 3 and 11, 14. Northeast radiation. Jar northeast, or New England. 9, 8, 8, 9, 72, a pivot point. Now when I come down to here, what does it tell me? I'm looking for something else. I get a new ID, and I arrive at the new ID right here. And that new ID is everything to do that's not part of the, there's a specific family. Yes, it's part of the B family, what I call the B family. And this B family has arms. The B looks like the D, the F goes above, the J goes below, the H goes above, the I goes above, the J, the K, the A does not. The C does not. The C and the E is not here because they stay on one level. See the way the E stays down here, the O stays here, the E stays here. So I took them all out, and what do I come up with at the end? It says, see, I started here with the small ones, and on the small ones it says, man, our, SUV, Wheezy. Wheezy is a character from Archie Bunker, and also where the Jeffersons were, and George Jefferson, G and E, F, EFFE 5665, which is all a relativity to the spirit of the gateway, which whatever 6 has to do with. Lion L is also part of Christmas. Okay, double the we and double the Z, WZ. 2349, this is the gateway. The last way to say the gateway, 2326. WZ, what does it mean, WZ? Well, right now they're having games inside a Wii using this one sideways, but everybody will play with it. In the bottom part of that revelation where it says, ace me now, gold our arrow towards the flesh, double up the Zen, 910. 910. We, double our we, double SUV. Forget about the V because the V is inside the sun. The double of the radiation within the sun is what this is actually saying in my words. And then George Jefferson and Lionel and black and red, when they come together, it also equals to the number 56. Number 56 in pool is equal to the 13 and the 14, 27 representation of man. Radiant man, Rene, Jeanne, Jane. Yellow is a good one because in yellow it comes to the fish's name, and the fish's name is a walleye. That means in the yellow there's an I within the yellow. 2 times 9, 2 plus 9. 18 is where the I comes from, and the I is number 5, and 11 on both sides within, because that's what it says. 2 times 9, 2 plus 9 equals to 29 again. 29 in this is 139. 119. 911. 90 and 20 is 110. 29. 20 in this is 112. 121. Sorry, 121. 121 says it is the law. 11 times 11 is 121, or 81 seconds is 121. 60 and 21, which is Venus. 9 times 9. 99 is Jupiter. Made a long video here. Not sure what I got out. Wrote down a lot of stuff, and I'm going to keep on writing. There's just lots of stuff. Nibiru, dream. So let me do one thing. Somebody taught me to do something the other day that I haven't done. Dream. 4 times 18 times 5 times 13 equals 4680. 4680 divided by 4 equals 1170 divided by 2 equals 585. Dream is on the silver matrix. It's on the incoming. 5 by 8 is 40, 53, 53, 106, 166, 616. Dream is something to do with the light. Whatever the light may represent, is if whoever is the expert in what the light is all about, tell me, and I'll take it to another level in the numerological sense, because all I know is what I read in the numbers. You tell me the reality, I'll put a number to it. Thank you for watching.